Hello everybody, my name is Chris and today I am rewarding bad behavior. I know I should not do it, but there is this kid, right? He is Croatian, I hope. And since the last time I played Croatia, over a year ago, he has been begging me to play Croatia again, almost every single day. He has been threatening me to play Croatia or he's gonna unsub for almost a year at this point, and 147 days in my Discord DMs. And I gotta say, I respect the grind. So today we are playing Yugoslavia Overhauled fan-made remake. You will find the mod in the description if you wanna give it a try. It's a pretty good mod, the Yugoslav paths are pretty fun, but you can also play as Croatia, which also has its own focus tree. And I'm gonna straight away raise a separatist sentiment. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to build a factory, but I'm gonna try nonetheless. I'm also just gonna delete the army. From what I remember, once the civil war fires, a lot of divisions spawn as well, so I don't think it really matters. I would really love if the dev of this mod would expand the focus tree to give paths to all the other Yugoslav republics. That would be cool. And Croatia has been born. There it is in all its glory. We got 11 divisions. And the rest of Yugoslavia has 0? Nah, this is not right. They're gonna spawn some divisions as well. Let's start with some basic research. Assign the best generals we can find and make a front. This one guy here will be tasked with conquering Slovenia by itself. We only have a single factory, so let's produce some guns. Oh no, we got 2. There I am, spreading misinformation again. I guess we always end up doing what we love. As Croatia, we start with 4.3 million correlation and 11 factories. We are democratic for some reason. We are ruled by Vlatko Maček and got the spirit of the Croatian independence, the regional conflict national spirit, which forfeits us from joining any factions, and the fighting for independence national spirit. And this is the focus tree. Pretty cool, right? We are gonna start with the race support for a monarchy focus. It's 49 days. That got to be the weirdest number of days a focus can have in this game. And yep, let's win this civil war. Oh, wait a minute. Yugoslavia really has no divisions. I can't believe I wasted all that strategizing for nothing. I don't think this was supposed to be the case, but okay. Whatever. The Ustasi offer help. Oh my god. 3 divisions? If the League of Nations can turn their head a little bit, I will gladly agree. Oh, we won. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep all of Yugoslavia. We just break it the fuck down. So we basically just threw a big tantrum, and now everybody has to suffer. This is our main template, by the way, which is pretty good for the beginning. And now we have partisan activities, getting communist support daily. We will have to get rid of them at some point, preferably before the Soviets start crossing the Prut River, because we all know the Red Army never stops after they start marching west. Next up, we of course need to wait for 30% non-aligned support. We're currently at 14, so in the meantime, let's kickstart industrialization as any respectful Balkan nation. 150 years too late. Whoa, we got a lot of advisors. And a lot of good ones. I think I'm gonna get a noble soldier for the unaligned support, and we will replace it later. I'm gonna spend the next batch of political power on the famous architect, and next I will probably go on partial mob or get a chief of army for army experience. I think after this focus is done, I will be able to start restoring the kingdom, but I'm gonna get the fortresser slot before that. And the monarchy is now in charge. We are of course gonna go with Otto von Habsburg. The one and only. Otto the Chinless, I like to call him. Oh, this is nice. I can take advantage of Italian unrest. I can take both Zara and Fiume, why not? Oh my god, Fiume is a state of its own, okay? That's 80k more people into my kingdom. Beautiful. That's the kind of flavor I like to see in Hearts of Iron. Oh, there he is. That's the face. The face that will restore the most horrible empire that ever existed. Second only to the British Empire. Alright, now next up we got 3 options. The first one is to start influencing Austria and Hungary, aka the peaceful approach. We could go by force, or we could just become a puppet of Hungary. Which is... why the fuck is this here? That's lame. Now my military is pretty good, and the Hungarian army is pretty weak. But unfortunately I will have to push over the Danube, and that will be a little difficult, so I'm gonna go peaceful. just this once. And we will also have to choose if we want to restore the empire, basically as it was, only now it will be called Austria-Hungary-Croatia, or we could create the Danubian Federation. But again, that's lame. So I will go with the first option. Oh, more flavor. Formation of the Triune Kingdom. Croatia will be known as the Triune Kingdom of Croatia, Slovenia and Dalmatia. What the fuck? That name is so long it does not even fit on Croatia. What the fuck is this piece of shit? Anyway, let's start raising Habsburg support in the Kingdom of Hungary. I will also do some pro-Habsburg propaganda and influence the Hungarian government. I don't think I can afford doing this to both at the same time, so I will just do one for now. I cannot revive trialism before I control Austria and Hungary, so in the meantime let's remove partisan activity. Support in Hungary is as high as it's ever gonna get. They also have max opinion of me, so let's demand a referendum. They will be more likely to accept if Habsburg support is high, they have good opinion of us, or they are at war. I cannot afford waiting until they will go to war, so it will have to be now. Oh, they accepted. Oh my fucking god, this is so ugly. They had a faction with Austria and Bulgaria, by the way. So let's hope Austria also accepts, because otherwise I will be locked in a never-ending conflict with Bulgaria. And I will like to avoid that at all costs. I also inherited the Hungarian army, which is dog shit, but it's gonna help. I did not core anything yet though. So yeah, let's do more industry in the meantime. And Austria also agrees. The shape of our country is now a little bit less disgusting. So let's revive trialism next. I got 44 divisions now. We are growing nicely. Ah yes, the calm white color. Perfect. That flag is hideous. Let's move the capital to Vienna and reclaim imperial territories. I'm gonna bully Slovenia into joining my country next. They should accept or die. It's their choice. I am completely flabbergasted. They refused. They literally chose war. I never thought Slovenia had it in them. But oh well, they're gonna be crushed with the entire might of the Austrian-Hungarian-Croatian Empire. Well, that's a mouthful. Gonna go after Bosnia next. Oh my god, look at this dude. He looks so unprepared for what's to come. Yeah, Slovenia did not really stand a chance. Got a bit of army experience from them. Not all that bad after all. And we finally have somewhat of a proper shape now. We are up to 22 million core population, but only 71 factories. Our industry is kinda mid. I mean, it's 1938. Austria and Hungary did not have much time to build factories, so I will forgive them this time. Grabbed Bosnia real quick. I cannot core it yet though, because I need those two states from Serbia. I am getting a war goal on Romania, which I cannot attack because they are granted by France, and I don't want to go into a war with them yet. Same is true for Czechoslovakia. So I'm gonna go straight for the war goal on Serbia, kill them, and then probably kill Italy, because they are communist, and the Soviets no longer exist. So they are basically alone in the world, as they should have always been. I claim South Tyrol, and I have cores on Istria. So that's almost 2 million more people to add to my ever-growing empire, and the empire must consume. Well, unfortunately, Germany is here to do what they do best, and that is ruining the fun for everyone, because they killed Czechoslovakia and now they are killing Romania. So I guess I'm just gonna sit this one out, wait for Germany to kill Romania, and then ally the allies after I'm done with Italy. Just got all my military buffs. I got the Austro-Hungarian-Croatian army, national spirit, reliable supply lines, and veteran officers. That should be enough to take down Italy, if they can be polite enough to not join the fucking allies or the Axis, which by the way has all of Poland in it. A Poland which is non-aligned by the way, and they also got Spain in it. And Mexico. So yeah, let's see if the Italians are an worthy opponent. No, they are not. I am so surprised. I'm gonna wait for them to tire themselves, trying to push me for a while to get some army experience, because I'm not very far in my doctrine. In the meantime, I'm just gonna chill, lay back and relax, and watch my economy grow. I managed to break the Italian lines in Albania, encircled one of their ports, and a bunch of units. So this marks the beginning of the end for Italy. Oh, the Germans killed France. I'm glad they gave Spain some territory though. although this looks very weird. I think a north-south divide would have worked way better, but who am I to question the partition of France? I will instead question the partition of Germany later on, after I destroy them once and forever. And I also broke through the Istrian line. Italian casualties are up to 1 million and they are down to 40 divisions. So I will wrap it up soon. Can't wait to dismantle Italy and return it to its Renaissance state. That must be one of my favorite activities in Hearts of Iron. And one of the reasons that keep me playing this game to this day. It's just very satisfying. Oh my fucking god. Of course they had to be petty and join a faction just before dying. Fucking Italians, man. And they chose the faction that is most further away. How the fuck am I gonna get to Chile? This means I will not be able to break up Italy. So they literally took the only thing I enjoy about this game from me. I can't believe this shit. This is divine intervention from the Paradox gods themselves. I was finally having fun for once. And they intervened to stop me. Well, yeah, this situation kinda sucks. Why the fuck is Denmark fighting along me? Oh, it's because of Iceland. Right. They're communist too for some reason. Yeah, well, if Chile does not declare war on any of its neighbors, this war will go on for a while. I cannot get military access from any of them, so yeah. Also, for some reason, the British kicked out the French from their faction, so Germany got a peace deal, and their faction is getting kind of huge. It's gonna be a delight having to kill them by myself. Ew, what the fuck? Why is Japan this color? What? Did they pad a civil war? Well, I guess Korea is independent. The Chinese faction is also pretty big. Oh, they stole it from some former British subject because they went communist, right? Yeah, that's the reason. Well, this is awkward. I did not expect them to agree. They frankly had no reason to. I could not have contested their decision at all. But yeah, anyway, let's try to make a Habsburg Poland. It would be fun if I could just steal Poland from the German faction. It could also just spell my demise, as they may get a war goal on it. But it's worth a try. Let's restore the Kingdom of Galicia and Lodomeria. Holy fuck. This was 10 million people. That's a lot. I didn't get any manpower from it though, which is kinda weird. Oh, never mind. It just took a while. Okay. Okay, that one worked too. Poland is now my bitch. Unfortunately, I inherited their war against Sweden, I think. Or no, they just joined the Chilean faction. I mean, Icelandic one. Man, the Icelandic focus tree creates so much trouble in this game. Too much trouble for how little it is. Well, at least now I can cut Germany in Slovakia when I'm gonna go at war with them. So Poland is a welcomed addition to my empire. My only hope is that the Russians won't declare war on it, because they tend to do that quite often. They got a lot of Russian republics to clean up though, so they should not attack right away, I hope. Everybody thought that the web of alliances that led to World War I was crazy. Now just think about Croatia, who broke away from Yugoslavia, united with Hungary and Austria, conquered a bunch of its neighbors and went to war with Italy, which made Iceland get very angry and protect Italy, which brought in Chile to the war, which also enraged Sweden and made them act, and now a bunch of Croatians, Slovenians, Bosnians, Serbians, Hungarians, Austrians, and a couple Italians are invading Sweden. If that isn't a wild ride, I don't know what it is. Sweden also attacked Finland, but they are kinda chill. And I also just realized that I don't need to invade Chile. It would be enough just to take out Iceland. And I think I might just be able to do so. I even know how to naval invade. Oh my fucking god, are you serious? This has to be a fucking joke. And when I thought I was finally having fun. Fuck this game, man. You know what? I'm gonna become a full-time Imperator Rome channel. Just so I don't have to deal with this bullshit anymore. Okay, I was about to capitulate Sweden, but Russia capitulated Finland. So Sweden regained all its territory and my troops spawned home. This is game of the year, 10 out of 10. I recommend you buy this game at full price. It's worth every penny. Okay, I guess there isn't much to do other than declaring war on Germany. Their faction started to shrink a little bit since the Americans joined the war against them, and the British have done D-Day. So let's test our luck as well. What do you guys think? Will pressing this mischievous button solve all my problems? This looks like a strong yes, so I'm glad I did it. I would just love if they could not engage the Russians, because I don't think I can beat them yet. Oh, I can integrate Slovakia. The most important part of Austria-Hungary right here. Why is Bratislava called Pressburg? I think that's how you read that. Or at least I hope so. Well, I guess that the Germans really don't feel like defending Germany today. That's funny, but we will still have to capitulate Japan. And I don't think that's happening soon. China, unfortunately, does not have a navy. Or at least I won't call this a navy. I got more ships than they have. Berlin is about to fall, and I just finished my entire focus tree. So let's do construction engineering from now on. Or you know what? Actually, no, I need political power. Oh, guess who decided to be a little bitch today? That's right, Switzerland. They joined the Japanese faction, which, by the way, this is news to me. It exists, so I can just capitulate Germany. I'm a bit overextended, so I don't know if I have enough troops to man the Swiss border. I just queued up 51 more, but it's gonna take a while until those are finished, so I guess I'm just gonna take off my port guards. And if anybody chooses to naval invade me, may God help us, because I'm not gonna be ready at all. But my hatred for the Swiss is bigger than my desire to stay alive. Also, I'm pushing into Russia pretty good. I regain a lot of my core territory. Let's core Bohemia now. We are up to 50 million. I can queue more divisions then. Another full army should be enough. And Germany is almost dead. And I literally control almost all of it. So I honestly don't care about war participation. I only got 15%, but I'm gonna take all of Germany and all their Balkan territory. There we go, we even got a peace deal. So I will take Czechoslovakia and Silesia for myself, as well as Transylvania and Bukovina. And I'm also gonna take those two states from Germany. Never mind, that looks completely awful. So I'll just take the south. This looks a little bit better, but it's still ugly. But I can't do much about that. So China will gain the south, Indochina, Manchuria, Xinjiang, and of course all of Turkey, Syria, Iraq, and Egypt, because they almost did more than the British. Oh, and I will also award them with an Belgian protectorate and Venezuela, why not? The US will take Mexico and El Salvador. I heard they really like El Salvador. And the UK will take a bunch of colonies in Africa, all of Iberia, and of course France. Except Alsace-Lorraine and those two states from the south. So I'm gonna give those territories to my puppets. Unfortunately, my Polish puppet is not in this war. I wanted to reward them with some German territories, which I cannot do, so I will have to come back with a state transfer tool. So I'm gonna puppet Romania, Bulgaria, and Greece. And of course, Germany. Successfully cucked. Now let's regroup the Eastern Army and stick it to the Russians as well. Apparently the state transfer tool was already on and I didn't notice. But I got the color puppets mod. So everybody is calm white now. Let's just adjust the borders a little bit in the Balkans. I decided that Serbia lost the rights to Macedonia and Bulgaria will have it from now on. Don't worry about this, I'm gonna create Greater Albania soon. So no need to worry. All those little Middle Eastern nations are in the Chinese faction. So for aesthetic purposes, I'm just gonna annex them into China. And I will also take Cyprus, although they are not in the Chinese faction. Because this just looks way better. I like this a lot. Let's make this happen in real life. I don't think anybody would get upset. This region right here is notoriously very easy to work with. Man, I thought about maybe making a micromanagement Russian invasion time-lapse. But the Russians fucking suck. I'm just pushing pretty easily. So there is no need for a time-lapse. Because I'm afraid the time-lapse will move so slow you would actually be able to see what's going on. Oh, they got Ukraine as well. Maybe this complicates things a little. You know what? Let's deploy this other army ahead of time. They will go on the Eastern Front. Green. This would be funnier if it did not hit so close to home. Because I don't know if you guys guys heard, but World War II is about to get a sequel. They are just milking the franchise dry at this point. Where can you even take it this time? They will need to completely reinvent the franchise for it to not be a massive flop. Sweden is dead, already reaching Moscow. I'm just cutting through the Russian lines. The division I use is not even that good. I even forgot to start producing super heavy howitzers. This is the level, guys. And people are making fun of me for not using tanks. Can you imagine it? I would just be too strong if I would use tanks. The game would be over in 1939 every time. I'm doing this to give the enemy a chance, although they have none. Oh, this is cute. They formed the third Rome just before dying. This is a desperate final grasp at legitimacy of a falling and failed nation. Pathetic. Killing Russia was so easy, I even went past the Urals and forgot to do collaboration governments at all. They were simply just no match for me. Otto came back and he came back angry, so nobody will topple his empire ever again. Oh, and I am alone in this peace deal. Only me and my puppets. Okay, this is gonna be fun then. Let's just puppet everything. I fucked up a little bit. I released Venice, and because of that I lost my course on South Tyrol and Istria. I don't know why the fuck this is a thing, but when you release nations in states you have cores on, sometimes you lose your course, which is absolutely tragic. And also I'm not able to core Silesia, and I'm not coring this one state of Czechia, the one that was added after the German rework DLC. So if the dev of the mod is watching, please fix this one. And also, for no apparent reason, Poland is now pink again, which I hate, but there is nothing I can do about it. I still have to kill Japan. I see that the Americans already started doing that. I prepared a naval invasion of my own, so let's see if I can lend a hand. Oh, I can. And that's Japan down. I got 46%, more than fucking US. So I will give my Russian puppet its territory back if I can find it. Where the fuck is it? The entire gang is here except... oh, there they are. Alright, this should be good. And the others can literally have the rest because I don't care about anything Japan has to offer, to be honest. And I'm of course gonna get Switzerland for myself. In my hopeless pursuit of killing the British, I had to make way to the Dominion of India because they are in their faction and a major. So I attacked Afghanistan, but the bug of not being able to call your puppets into the war is happening right now. So I will use my state transfer tool privilege to just take the states bordering Afghanistan so I can attack. This is literally the best invention in the world. I love state transfer tool so much. Almost as much as this puny little Serbia. What's happening here brings me a lot of joy. Ah yes, fighting in Afghanistan. Delightful. The new impassable terrain is adding so much flavor and fun to the invasion of Afghanistan. I'm so glad they did this. Oh, great. Now I'm fighting invisible people. Should I take my meds? Nah, I think this is not a me problem this time. Also, for some reason, I'm at war with Siam. Don't ask me, I have no idea. What in the fuck is this? The Austro-Hungaro-Croato Protectorate of Denmark declares war on the Austro-Hungaro-Croatian Finland. Now I'm at war with my puppet. Try to explain this, liberals. You know what, I'm just gonna call Germany in and Sweden and let them take care of this little rebellion. Okay, they are not doing a very good job. I'm gonna intervene myself. You cannot rely on the AI to do shit. Also, why is the Netherlands the EU? Are you guys tripping balls? You are bordering China, for fuck's sake. How are you gonna achieve European unity? Anyway, for this little incursion, Denmark lost the right to exist. I'm sorry, but I cannot tolerate that. Also, I'm gonna organize my navy and declare war on the British. Should be able to kill them instantly. India might take a minute though. Well, apparently the country list lied to me and India was not a major power. So I just won. Easily. So let's puppet a bunch of nations and take a bunch of territory. For some reason I cannot release France. I guess that's for the better. I will just take random shit and fix it with a state transfer tool. If I really must. This is it. This is the new world order. Nice and beautiful. Most of the world is calm white. Just perfect. So there it is. I finally played Croatia again. And the playthrough went pretty well. if I do say so myself. So I would wish to thank you for watching this far, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I will like to thank my Patreons for supporting me every single month. Flossie, Tommy Lea 1, Gatelicore, Jack M, Erika Mannerheim, Dante Mantis, Griffin Dame, Senses, T3D, Joseph Moran, Lucky, Yaroslav Kryukov, Shilon, Furry Beans, Canadian Bread, One Happy Tanker, Brock Hughes, James Ties, Dark Knight TK, Underminer 49, Seal Snipe, Winskis, Anthony Franklin, Arizona Gold 1090, Amy, Soulless Pacifist, Baskin 907, Nathan Kokush, and Salad Legrand. Thank you again, guys, and until next time, don't forget, Austro-Hungaro-Croatian Raj sounds so cursed. Also, Ethiopia puppeted the entirety of the Caribbean. Very cool, I approve.